So my 2-year anniversary of watching Supernatural for the first time is in like a week, and I find myself in the middle of 2 separate rewatches of this show at the same time. And you may be wondering, how? And also, why? So let me explain because this is a very unique situation. I finished the show in spring of 2024. I was deeply unwell over it. Fast forward to Father's Day, I decided to show my dad the pilot. He loved it way more than I thought. So then we started watching it together, and I decided this is going to be my first official rewatch of the show, even though I'd only finished it like 2 months prior. But it's so much, and I had binged it so fast that I was like, I would like to watch this with greater intentionality and really pay attention to things now that I know where the story ends up. I started a tally sheet of funny things I thought would be cool to like keep tallies of. I was taking notes on each episode so I could remember my thoughts and my favorite bits of each episode. Like it was serious, but it was only one rewatch happening and it was very slow. Like I would see my dad maybe once a month and we'd watch some episodes together. No big deal. Fast forward to October of 2024 when me and my bestie, the one who showed me Supernatural, decided to put on a spooky natural watch night for all our friends who wanted to see what the show was about. I made a PowerPoint, which you can find on my page, and several of them started the show for the first time. But one of them, our bestie, got really into it. This is the friend that I've mentioned in other videos who's a total cast girl, who's a total Crowley girl, and she's very heavily invested. And we started doing watch nights with her. And at first, it was just episodes we thought would be fun to watch with her, but we did not expect how invested she would get and also how many episodes we actually wanted to share with her because there's so many good ones that it became a weekly activity for our friend group to like plan these watch nights and watch episodes with her. What originally was only supposed to be the best of has become a whole separate watch. And so for a long time over the last year, I have been in two separate places of the show depending on who I'm watching it with. With my dad, several seasons ahead, with our friend, several seasons behind. But now that we're approaching October of this year, they are neck and neck with each other. So my dad is in the beginning middle of season 14 and my friend is in the beginning middle of season 13. Do you understand what that's doing to my brain? I have no idea what's happening anymore. Especially because both arcs they are on right now, mild spoiler, involve Jack. And so I'm like, I can't say nothing during these watches because I don't I'm like, what has been revealed up to this point? I have no idea. But it's been super fun. However, I am now faced with the horrendous reality that I will have to watch the end of Supernatural two more times. And instead of it being spaced out over the course of months, which is what I thought it was originally going to be, I'm probably going to have to watch the finale of Supernatural like two more times in the span of the same month. That is how close they are in their watch schedule. See, I did not plan this. I did not. This is not what I wanted. This is not what I want. This is not what I planned. Help me, God. Another thing I did not factor in was the fact that I'm going to have another post Supernatural watch hangover. And it's going to be twice as bad because two of my favorite people in the whole world will have finished it and I will have nothing else to like share with them like that. Both my dad and one of my best friends. So I am going to be lost at sea. I'm going to be lost at sea, y'all. Now, thankfully, with my friend, we're going to like deep dive her into fandom convention footage, behind the scenes, edits, fic. Like, she will be occupied for a long time, but my dad doesn't do any of that. He's 75 years old. He doesn't even know what any of that is. Um, so, and I was gonna show him Countdown, but now that shit's been canceled. So I'm like, okay. Anyways, we're getting ahead of ourselves. The point being, I have found myself in a deep state of insanity. And here's another thing that I wanted to talk about. I thought that I would start to like my love for this show would start to wane if I rewatched it, and especially doing two rewatches at the same time. That feels excessive, right? So I fear it's had the opposite effect on me, which is wild because I am not a TV show rewatcher. I'm not a rewatcher of most things or even a rereader or anything. Um, and I am like, oh, I feel crazier. I feel crazier. That's not good. It's not. That's, again, not what I wanted or planned. I thought this was gonna help me move on a little bit. It sure hasn't. So that's great news. Anyways, when both of these people, my dad and my bestie, finish the show, I'm actually gonna do little sit down interviews with them for TikTok so that you guys can meet these people and get some of their thoughts. But one thing I absolutely adore about this experience with both of them is that they both ended up being cast girlies. And yes, girly is a gender neutral term in this regard. My straight cis dad is obsessed with Castiel, and so is my bestie, and so am I. And I'm like, you know what? Taste. Taste. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed the update. I know several of you are following the journey and have been for like a year and a half. Some of you have been around for a year and a half following this journey and are like, where is your dad in the show? Almost done. He's almost done. It's crazy. And since hearing that my friend is about to lap him, he's like, we can't have that. So he's doubling down. So it's good times. Good times are being had by all. I do fear for my wellness and safety after they see the end of this show. But we'll cross that bridge. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. You see what I did there? I hate myself too. Don't worry about it.